Good afternoon, viewers. My name is Shamidin Aldiyar, and I am the student of NAS IB School. Today, we are going to talk about a serious topic. It is about man-made disasters, or if I'll clarify, today we are going to talk about bubble gas tragedy. It is a chemical leak which occurred on the night of 2nd-3rd December in 1984 in the city of Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh state, India. At that time, it was called the worst industrial accident in history. But in our minds come question, who is blamed for this disaster? The source of Bhopal gas tragedy has been attributed to several individuals and organizations including Union Carbide India Limited, aka USIL, and a subsidiary of the American multinational corporation Union Carbide Corporation, aka UCC, which owned the pesticide plant where the disaster occurred. There were 2 or 3 tanks storing the poisonous MIC gas that was being produced, and there was a limit to the amount of gas that one container could store. No container was permitted to store liquid MIS in more than 50% of its own volume. That's important. And it wasn't allowed to fill up the whole tank with the gas. But due to lack of safety measures and irresponsibility, one of the tanks was filled with higher levels of gas than what was permitted, meaning it was filled up to 60% of its volume with liquid MIS. And another cause of it was the fact that the factory already had a malfunctioning safety system and never addressed the issues that were being reported. On the night of 2nd December, one day after the failed tank repair attempt, water injured the defective tank, triggering an uncontrolled reaction. Tons of MIS escaped and mixed with the outside air. An alarm that was present to indicate the population about the mishap was purposely turned off by the factory workers, informing the police that nothing was wrong there, an act that further added to making it more disastrous. But did it have effect on people's health? Yes. The people of Bhopal were forever changed by the gas release of this environmental issue, in addition to the horrible death toll. More than half of the city's residents reported coughing, itchy eyes, skin, and breathing difficulties in the immediate aftermath of the leak. Blindness and ulcers affected tens of thousands of people. Bhopal didn't have a lot of hospitals in 1984. Half of the city's population couldn't be accommodated by the 2 public hospitals. People were in pain, having trouble breathing, and were lost. The same was true for medical professionals who were unsure of the causes of the abrupt illnesses that struck every single new patient. Long-term hardship was also brought on by the League for the citizens of Bhopal. Many women who were exposed to the gas gave birth to the children who were physically and intellectually handicapped. Children with twisted arms and legs, extra limbs or body parts, musculoskeletal diseases, cognitive damage, and other weight problems were born in the impacted areas, and it's very serious. Also, the Bhopal gas tragedy had a significant impact on the local food chain, primarily through the contamination of soil. The gas leak led to the deposition of the toxic chemicals on the soil, which caused the soil pollution. These contaminants could have persisted in the environment, affecting the quality of the soil and potentially impacting the growth of crops. The long-term consequences of soil contamination could include reduced fertility, altered nutrients content, and potential uptake of contaminants by plants. But did it have effect on the world? In response to the tragedy, the Indian government enacted the Bhopal gas leak disaster act in 1985. This legislation established mechanisms for the speedy resolution of claims and the distribution of compensation to the victims. The Indian government also passed the Public Liability Insurance Act in 1991. This law requires industries handling hazardous substances to obtain insurance coverage against potential liabilities arising from accidents or incidents. And the Bhopal gas tragedy played a role in the creation of the Basel Convention on the Control of Transboundary Movements of Hazardous Waste and their Disposal. The convention, adopted in 1989, aims to regulate the transboundary movement of hazardous waste, including their generation, treatment, and disposal. So, what we can say at the end of this? The Bhopal disaster exemplifies the consequences of pursuing development without adequate consideration for sustainability. This tragedy occurred in an era when industrialization and economic growth were prioritized, often at the expense of environmental and social concerns. It underscores the need to integrate sustainability into development models to prevent such disasters and ensure long-term well-being. Also, this disaster exposed deficiencies in safety standards and technology. However, it also highlighted the importance of innovation and technological advancements in addressing industrial hazards and fostering sustainable practices. Innovation in safety protocols, risk assessment, and monitoring systems have since been developed to prevent similar incidents and enhance industrial safety. And lastly, the Bhopal disaster triggered a revolution in industrial practices and regulations. It led to the establishment and strengthening of law, policies, and international agreements aimed at preventing chemical disasters and promoting safer industrial operations. The incidents served as a catalyst for a broader revolution in the approach to industrial safety, corporate responsibility, and public awareness. In summary, the Bhopal disaster exemplifies the tragic consequences of unsustainable development, but it also offers uh, important lessons and opportunities for positive change. By recognizing the need for sustainability, fostering innovation, and sparking revolutions in industrial practices, regulation, and social awareness, it is possible to prevent similar disasters, create a more sustainable future, and drive positive transformation in human capability and development. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.